As Joseph was walking, he heard an angel sing, "This night shall be the birth night of Christ the heavenly King. This night shall be the birth night of Christ the heavenly King. In him there shall be born in house nor in the hall, nor in a king's palace, but in an oxen stall, nor in a king's palace, but in an oxen stall. In him shall be clothed in purple or in pall, but in the fair white linen that babies use and all, but in the fair white linen that babies use and all. In here there shall be rocket in silver or in gold, but in a wooden cradle that rocks upon the mold, but in a wooden cradle that rocks upon the mold. As Joseph was walking, thus did the angel sing, and Mary's son at midnight was born to be our King, and Mary's son at midnight was born to be our King, was born to be our King. All right, so just talk a little bit about some of the things I did in there. Of course, there's just some simple improvised strumming. I did a thing with the finger picking where I just pluck the third string all by itself, and then I put a finger on strings 1, 2, and 4, and then pinch them. And so that's a 3 pinch, 3 pinch, 3 pinch, right? So you do end up plucking all 4 strings, but you do the third string first, and then you pluck the other ones. So I was just improvising that in there. And then I was doing a down, roll up, up some of the time on the third and the fifth verse, right? So, in here shall be clothed in purple, right? And so that's kind of a fun thing to sort of move things along a little bit more. So those are all just techniques that you can just throw in at random and do what you really want. There's just some other finger picking things you could do on this song. Honestly, just a very simple 1, 2 together, I call that 12, and then 3 would work really well. It's a very simple finger picking pattern, but it works really well in a lot of different songs. And that's basically all I'm doing as far as the strumming goes. Now, you'll have noticed that I put up an alternate version of B flat up here called B flat add 9. In order to do that B flat add 9 smoothly, we also need to do an alternate version of F. And so that alternate version of F is first finger, first fret, second string, second finger, second fret on the fourth, and then pinky finger on the third fret of the first string, right? And then you leave that pinky there, you leave your first finger there, and then you move your second finger over to the third string, and then you put down your third finger on the third fret of the fourth string, and you get that B flat add 9. Now these are part of a 3-chord set that James Hill, in an article I read a long time ago, calls the Don't Lift a Finger set. And so you've got the F, the C, the B flat add 9. These work in folk songs really well. You get that nice sparkly B flat add 9 as opposed to the flat, the regular B flat, which is kind of flat sounding, you know, but this B flat add 9 just has that extra little sparkle to it, a little glitter attached to it, which is really nice. And you can do this. And it sounds really great. So I'm grateful to James Hill for that. He's awesome. So I use that with a lot of my ukulele groups and teaching that. It's also a little bit easier, I think, than a barred B flat, right? Where you have to hold all the strings down so close to the nut here. And that's just tough to bar right there. And even today, even though I've been playing for 10 years, I really don't care much for regular B flat chords. Now sometimes you can't substitute the B flat add 9 for a B flat chord. It just doesn't sound right. You know, trust your ears. You'll be good if you trust your ears. So I hope you enjoy that. It's a beautiful carol, I think, Appalachian carol. And have a Merry Christmas and happy caroling.